sometimes I like to give a little philosophy of how I do things in my life. And again, as I always say, I know I'm just a silly guy in a Doge mask, but I've gone through a lot of evolution in my life, and I've built my body and my character and my spirit and my mental capacity over time. But one of the biggest things that I'd say that really helped me is facing things head on. I see a big tendency nowadays, especially because of technology, where people tend to avoid doing things head on. They avoid the nasty confrontation. They avoid the hard conversation. They'd much rather just ghost or avoid and forget about it. Now, let me tell you about that. I used to do that a lot myself, and I think it's cowardly because you're not addressing the problem head on, and usually it snowballs and it'll come bite you in the ass later. So when it comes to dealing with things and people, like I am of the camp and the camp of thought that it's better to just do things head on and get things done the right way and directly, because then you know where you're at, then the other party or person knows where they're at, and then either you continue that relationship or you move on with your life. So facing things head on and doing things where you're just straight up about them versus ghosting, taking a long time to respond, versus beating around the bush, I think you'll feel so much better. It's easier to rip the band-aid off than to keep an uncomfortable band-aid on and then let the wound get infected over time. That's the best way I can put it with an analogy, because I've dealt with those consequences of passivity. Passivity will breed a lot of issues within your life, and people don't realize that until it starts to hit them. So, just a piece of advice for me today: I think facing things head on is the right way to do them.